so stupid.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't know.
Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be unlike anything I've ever done before. You guys have seen Kira on my channel multiple times. We have done red on her, all shades of blonde. She's even been dark, but she has never done what we're about to do today, which is a level 3, and it's going to be the Bailey in our hair extension line. I know, can you even imagine? She's going from the Cora to the Bailey. I never thought I'd see the day, but she's really excited. So today's video is going to be teaching you how to fill hair. I honestly feel like going from blonde to dark is one of the hardest colors to achieve well, because there are so many steps. You have to fill, you have to customize the tone for the client's skin tone, make sure it doesn't go too red or too green, make sure it's the right level, make sure it's even saturation. There is so much that goes into going darker. So I wanted to demonstrate this for you guys today so that you felt confident filling blonde hair that wanted to go dark, whether it's 2 levels darker or 5 levels darker. And in her case, it's gonna be about 6 or 7 levels darker. So quite the jump. And then of course we will be adding in hair extensions. We're going to be doing 1 row of beaded wefts and tape-ins as well. So if you are interested in watching this video and seeing all the steps to create long, dark, beautiful, shiny hair, then stay tuned. Okay, you guys, we are back in our warehouse and we are going to be going through all of our inventory to see what we're going to use on her hair today. We basically have our own Cosmo prop with how much we have back here. All of our sponsors are so amazing to us and they have sent us so many things. So we have Joico, Olaplex, Framar, Finola, everything you could ever want under the sun, and we have so many toners. So we're going to take advantage of that today, and we're going to be using Joico LumiShine. They are the best color to use for something like this because it's a demi-permanent. I don't want to put permanent color on my sister's hair in case she ends up wanting to go back blonde. We don't want to have a color correction on our hands, and it also has really good coverage and shine. So I'm going to be pulling a few different toners, and then we are going to be going to the bowl to start filling. Okay, you guys, so filling is something that I feel like a lot of stylists are a little bit fuzzy on, only because it is a little bit more difficult than just throwing on a 3N to go darker. A lot of times if you do that, well, not a lot of times, all the time, it's gonna go green, it's gonna go muddy, it's not going to saturate right, and it's not gonna have any underlying pigments. So the way it works is a level 10, which is what my sister is right now, has basically a pale yellow undertone. We all know that the undertone of level 9 is pale yellow, so since she's in that 9-10 range, she basically has no pigment left in her hair, and we're trying to go all the way down to a 3. So we're trying to go down 7 levels, and the underlying pigment of the darker levels are red. So we have to add in all of the missing pigments. Since we're missing 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, we need to add in all of the underlying tones before we get to the level 3. So right here we have a mix of all different toners, all different colors. We're going to be adding in reds, coppers, golds, anything we're going to be missing. So we're going to start off by using some of the LumiShine in the liquid form. I'm going to be doing a little bit of 10NC. The reason I'm doing that is because she is currently a level 10, and I don't want to skip that 10 altogether. I want to fill what she has already and then gradually go a little bit darker. So that brings us to 8NC. And then that's going to also take us down to 6NG. And then we're also going to be adding in a little more red. So I'm going to now do 5NRG. This is the liquid and the cream color. It's both Joico LumiShine, so I feel okay mixing them. But it is 2 different consistencies, just be aware of that. But I do need to grab all of these levels, 10, 8, 6, 5, so that I can get the pigments from all of them. So that's what I'm going to be using for her filler. And I'm going to mix that up equal parts with 5 volume. And we're going to be applying this with an applicator bottle in the bowl so that it goes on really evenly and really nicely. And then after that, I am going to be putting on 3N and 3NA. And that is our end goal. So once we have her hair filled and it has pigment in it again, we can now do our end goal formula, which is basically a 3N, but I'm adding in a little bit of 3NA as well because I do want to counteract any red tones. And I know that sounds confusing because you fill the hair red and you need that red, but then we don't want our end result to be red. We want it to be just like a pretty neutral 3N. But if we just put the N over red, it's not going to counteract some of the underlying red and it could fade out warmer than she's wanting. So if we do 3N with just a little 3NA, it's going to help it just be more of a neutral since we're wanting to counteract those reds. I'm also going to be mixing this with 5 volume 2, just because, like I said, if she wants to go back, this is going to be a lot easier than if we did a 10 volume, a 20 volume, permanent color, things like that. So the first step is going to be filling the hair, and then we are going to apply this afterwards. Okay, you guys, so we are now at the shampoo bowl and we are going to start the filling process. I always choose to do this on wet hair and work it in like a toner because I feel like it just gives you better results, and that way you can also take it off right when you need to because you don't want it to sit on too long at the chair and have it go too red. So we're going to be leaning her back right now.
Bye-bye blonde.
You ready? Yeah, it's gonna look like a bloodbath. Okay, so you guys can see here the filler worked pretty well. It's actually not a bad color. I would actually love to have her keep this color because I think she looks amazing as a redhead, but it's a really good first step. As you can see, all of that blonde pigment is gone. We have given her some warmth, so now we can go ahead and put that dark color over, and now we're not gonna have any muddy or green tones, and it's gonna give her a lot of shine, and it's gonna be a beautiful color. So we're going to be applying this now. This is once again the 3N 3NA from Joico Lumishine. And I always like to do the perimeters first when I'm doing an all over color. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna go through and do the interiors of the hair. I got her about 80% dry. She still has a little moisture in her hair, but that's totally fine. You can color over wet hair, but I do like to get most of the moisture out and color mostly dry just so I can make sure it gets a lot of saturation and it's really accurate. So we're going to be putting this on, and when you're doing a color like this, especially if you have pre-filled and pigmented, you want to make sure that you really take small sections and you're saturating every single piece so that there's nothing missing. There could be chunks of blonde or chunks of like the red filler if you aren't careful. So we're going to be putting this on and we're going to let it process for about 35 minutes. Okay, she is all done processing now. We are back at the bowl and we are rinsing her out using the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. I recommend all of my clients use this. Darks blondes, redheads, anyone needs this shampoo and conditioner because it's so amazing. It helps keep the integrity of your hair intact, and especially since she is blonde going dark, her blonde hair was a little bit drier, and she's doing this because she wants the dark hair to give her more health and more shine, and adding the Olaplex on top of that is just going to make it perfect. So I'm really excited about the way that this turned out. We can already tell that it matches her brows really well. She's a little freaked out, as you can tell by her face expression, but it looks really good with her skin tone. She's one of those people that can just pull off pretty much any color, and I'm super jealous. So we're going to start blow drying her right here, and then we are going to be adding in extensions. So for her extensions, we are doing 2 rows of beaded wefts, and we are using machine wefts on her. This is just going to give her fullness mainly in the back, extending towards the sides a little bit, and then she's going to fill in the rest with tape-ins. This is something that we like to call the combo method, and it's something that I personally have myself, and a lot of other people that work here have as well, because we love having the combo of both wefts and tapes, and you can mix machine, hand-tied, or cozy weft with tapes, and it's just the perfect combination. So that's what we are doing on her, and we are using all the Bailey dark chocolate on her today because she does want to be solid dark brown, and it is a perfect match, you guys. I have to say I'm really impressed that we were able to match her hair dead on, because like I said, going blonde darker is usually a little bit hard because of the filling process and making sure that it takes accurately and it goes dark enough or not too dark. So I'm really, really happy with the way that it turned out.
I think I saw that.
Oh my god,
Okay,
it looks
Kira.
so good.
I'm nervous. Can I look? Yeah. Oh, okay. What if you hate it?
I might.
Are you gonna cry? I don't know. I feel like I have a wig on.
Yes, I love it.
It's so pretty.
We have the same colored hair now. Okay, you guys, so it is a few days later. The initial shock has worn off. How do you feel about it now?
I feel a lot better. I got a sprayed tan, so helps a ton.
She looks amazing. I'm obsessed with it. Everyone here is obsessed with it. I put it on Instagram, and everyone is saying that they actually like the dark hair better on her. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like her blonde? Do you like her dark? Do you like her red? She's been all 3 now, so let's figure out what the general consensus is. But as of right now, I think she's going to try to stay dark for a while, right?
Yes, that is the hope.
That's the plan. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you learned a little something about filling and going darker with blonde hair. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a great day.